and welcome to another session of longshot analysis with the longshot whisperer. Today's races that we're going to be looking at is July 19th, 2023. Now, as usual, I like to go to eponies.com and see what races he has available for us. You can subscribe online and get his analysis of all the tracks. Today I'm highlighting the second race at Delaware, especially this number 6 horse. He actually placed and paid $15 for the place, and you can see that he was bet up to around 30 to 1. And the only thing here that I really like is under connections, which is usually your jockey and trainer connection. He ranked number 1, or got the highest ranking of all the other horses. Usually on a long shot, I like to see where a horse has a couple of ratings that are in the top 4, then he really becomes a contender. And the other thing is, up here we see a 10 to 1 horse. Sometimes under his evaluation, you'll get 2 horses that are 8 to 1 or higher in the top 4 positions. I have even had a case where the number 1 horse morning line was 20 to 1, and the horse went and paid like, this was years ago, but paid like $60 to $80 for the win. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead, and the first track that we're going to look at today is Delaware. There was nothing of interest in the first. Generally, if I'm looking at evaluate a place horse, I really want him to pay $12, maybe $15 before I really want to look at him. And we also have the 5 horse here that paid $7 to show. So we take a look here. The 5 was actually, look at that, morning line 3 to 1 horse that was bet up to 13. And let me make sure. Okay, and the 7 horse, which was the place horse, was an 8 to 1 horse that came in that was bet up to 11. Okay. Interesting, the 5 horse would be interesting to bet, but because of the low morning line odds, I don't know if I'd go show on him or not. So let's go ahead and continue on to the second race. And here's that number 6 horse that came in about $15 for the place. And we see actually he was rated at about a 6 to 1 horse. The track handicapper gave him a morning line of 12 to 1, and he went off at 18 to 1. Of course, as you could see on ePonies, he was on the bottom of the pile, but obviously his connections knew what they were doing with him. Let's take a look at the horse himself. He's got some good positive comments, no negatives. We see here 11, 18. So he definitely makes the 50% race there. Come down here, 8 in the money out of 13 races. That's distance. Again, another 50%er. He just has never raced at Delaware. And he's moving to Delaware from Parks, it looks like. Oh, he was entered to Delaware there, but was scratched. So let's take a look now at his workouts and see if there's anything there that might give us a better clue as to this horse. Okay, so as far as his his 4 furlong workout, this first one, 48 ain't bad, 48 and 30 hundredths for the second. I like 12 seconds per furlong, but look at this second race. He was under the 48 out of 30 horses that worked out this particular day. He was ranked with the second best time. Let's go through and see if there's any other. Here's a 3 furlong at 35 seconds. Ranked number 1 out of 15 horses. Another 3 furlongs, ranked number 1 out of 7 horses. Here we got another 3 furlongs, ranked number 3 out of 16 horses. Look at this 33, almost a 34 second 3 furlong. That is super fast workout. And he was ranked number 1 out of 18 horses right now. So he's got a lot of good workouts. He really knows his stuff. So we're over here at 6 furlongs. A little bit of speed and pace is what I'm going to pay attention to. 35K. There is there's a calculation that you can do to figure out where the class ranking is based on wins, place, and shows. I also have another calculation that's similar that I call the equivalency quotient, and it's actually even better because there are times when an 8-to-1 horse actually gets a better ranking or rating than the favorite horse. So let's look at speed for this horse. Average distance, he was ranked number 3. Class, prime power number, he was ranked number 3 out of this group. And then finally pace, and he was ranked number 3 as far as late pace. We go up to the tips, which used to be called angles. We have nothing there, nothing there. Third rating off of speed, and of course he did get a special mention as far as being a clock inspection. So let's go take a look at the race and see how the number 6 horse performed.
And they're all in. Locked up. Away and running to a nice even start. Stage left was quick off the blocks, but so was Baracho. Dollarization tries to grab third away from Holy Synchronicity. On the mark is second last, and Jeopardy James is last of all. Down to the 4.5 to go, and Baracho controls the affair and shows the way 3/4 of a length at odds of 3 to 5.
Well, the 6 horses moving really good in the
while
pack.
Dollarization rides that rail, but is in a bit of traffic passing the 3. Holy Synchronicity is deep on the course as they get ready to navigate the far turn run. On the mark is second last, and Jeopardy James trying to tack onto the other 5. Midpoint around the one and only turn. Stage left is raising the stakes to Baracho, who needs to do a little bit better at the quarter pole. Stage left is kicked away right now. Baracho's in deep with the money on. Homeward bound now, and Stage left has made short work of the opposition. Baracho very erratic in the stretch run, won't even land a placing at this point. Dollarization battles Holy Synchronicity for the balance, and it's Stage left who pours it on when asked. Stage left looks sharp in victory today over Dollarization. Then came Holy Synchronicity, and Jeopardy James was fourth.
So the 6 horse you might want to put in your stables to look at, for a future race. So let's move on to race number 3. Nothing there. Race 4. Nothing. Race 5. Nothing. Remember, I'm really want 15 to 1 horses or better. 7th race. And finally the 8th race. So the second race was the only race at Delaware that had anything to offer. Let's go down to Hawthorne to the first race. Nothing. Second race. Nothing. Third race. Let's look at the 7 horse. Paid $17 to show. The 2 horse was around 13, so we'll look at the 2-7, but mainly we want to look at the 7 horse. Okay, so under basics, the 2 was bet up from single digits. We're looking at a 6 furlong, so pace is going to play in this one, and speed, if there's any speed there. He does have some positive comments. As far as percentages, he just lacks getting 5 in the money races out of 10. He comes in at 4. He has plenty of races at Hawthorne. So no percentages. Let's go take a look at what the horse has to offer as far as workouts. Okay, 2 4 furlong workouts. This first one at 54 seconds, not good. And the second one at 50 seconds. So, as a matter of fact, on his last workout, he had the worst time of anybody that ran workouts that day. Let's go through, see if there's any outstanding things. Amazing, not a lot of workouts for a horse that's done like 26 races. Yeah, 36 races. That's unusual. So again, we want to look at speed for 6 furlongs. No speed. Class, he's got no class. Pace, no pace. Under the angles or tips, nothing. So there's really no reason for this horse. And look, he went off at 78 to 1. So he flew under the wire. Race number 4. Okay, we have the 6 horse, that's 15 to 1, or paid 15 to place. Let's go take a look at him real quick. Okay. True odds around 8 to 1. Morning Liner gave him 5 to 1, and he went off at an overlay of 23 to 1. We even have 6 picked as far as this particular handicapper's pick. So, definitely one of those overlays. 10, 16, 32, not a percentage there. Here we have 5, 6. He is a percentage at the distance. And he has run at Hawthorne before. So that gives him a plus. We take a look down here at workouts. Ooh, another horse with bad workout. Ranked 41st out of 43. So we're going to take a look and see if we can find anything that looks good in his workout. He's been close to the 12-second mark. Okay, here's one, 47 seconds. He was ranked second fastest time out of 23 horses that did a 4 furlong workout. But that's been quite a while ago. A lot of workouts. Okay, we're going to go check the speed on this guy. Average speed, he ranks about third out of the pack. No class. Pace, okay, he's third in pace. And let's see if he made it in. Okay, third in pace was probably his best ranking. He didn't show there, but he did get a third ranking at top speed. No positive comments here. So, I don't know. We'll go take a look at the race, see how the horse did.
For Meatloaf's Chance.
The horse again is number 6.
On the gate at Hawthorne. They're up and running. Stormborn going for the lead. Super Fortune came away well. Move on over. Makes it 3 across the track. Fighting for command. Meatloaf's Chance moves up on the outside into 4th. Coming away 5th as they move around the turn.
Well,
Flying Samurai.
6 isn't very enviable right now.
As they move on to the backstretch.
But to get a place, he had to do a lot of work.
Move on to the backstretch, 6 furlongs to go. Super Fortune has the lead. And now they set up for their journey on the backstretch. The quarter, 23.63. Super Fortune leads the way. Meatloaf's Chance out there second. Stormborn third. In between horses, move on over 4th. Flying Samurai 3 wide 5th. The top 5 covered by 5 lengths. Then it's 3 more back. Sono Grotto's moved up a spot, trailing the field. Empty Holster. They've got a half mile to go, and Super Fortune holding firm. And around the turn they go. Super Fortune leads the way. Meatloaf's Chance inching a closer second. Towards the inside, Stormborn third.
And here comes the 6
moving
on the
up quickly on the
inside.
outside. And then it's Flying Samurai. Empty Holster looking for Racer on the rail. Muna over has dropped out the last. They come to the top of the stretch, and here comes Sono Grotto on the outside to take the lead. And as they come off the turn and straighten away for the final 3/16, Sono Grotto draws clear 2.5 lengths. Super Fortune racing second. Stormborn closing between horses. Empty Holster now putting in a late bid. And then it's Meatloaf's Chance, Flying Samurai, and move on over. A 16th to go. Sono Grotto with Empty Holster closing. It's down to these 2. Sono Grotto, Empty Holster gaining. Sono Grotto will hold on to win it.
I'll tell you, the
Empty
number
Holster
6
was
horse,
second.
if
Then
he
it was
goes up
Super
in
Fortune and
distance,
Stormborn.
he might just have enough in the tank to steal it. So I definitely would put him in one of my stables so that you'll be notified next time he races. And I'll show you how you can put a horse in your stable next time we look at a long shot. Okay, so let's move on to the 5th race. We'll take a look at the 9 horse, see if he was a 15-1. No. Okay. So I'm not even going to spend my time on him because that takes us away from what we're really looking at. Nothing in the 6th, nothing in the 7th, and the last race, nothing as well. Okay, so let's go take a look at the next track is going to be Parks. Move down to the first race. Okay, the number 1 horse, 14, placed at page 14 for the place. So let's take a quick look at him. True odds of 9-1. Track handicapper put him at 10-1, and he was overlaid at 21-1. We'll look at the horse because, again, I'm looking at a horse that was a long shot to begin with. Would I bet this horse? Maybe not. Again, I want 15-1 horses. He does get positive comment. 18 out of 50 races, he's not a 50%er. And 11 out of 30, so he's not a percenter anywhere. He has raced the distance. He has raced at this particular track. So we're going to go look at the workouts. Oh, I told you. Okay. So here we have Mississippi. If when you pull down this window, you want to add him to your stable, you can do that by clicking here. And like I said, anytime this horse goes off racing, they're going to notify you that he's in a particular race. Okay, let's go look at the workouts. Horse was in 36 races. Okay. So his last workout at 49 seconds, not all that spectacular, but at least it was an improvement over the 4 furlong workouts before. So now we're going to run down and we're going to look and see if he has done anything worthy of note. Okay, here's a 48 breezed. That time was a 9th ranked time out of 79 horses that did the 4 furlong workout that day. Okay, here's a good one, 47 under 48. In this case, over at Churchill Downs, he was ranked with the best time out of 84 horses that did for 4 furlong race. So if they place him right, this horse can do good because he shows in workouts that he's okay. The distance, mile 70, so I'm really interested again in pace. But let's look at speed. And again, we're looking at horse number 1. Best speed was number 1. That's a good sign. Under class, nothing for class. And under pace, nothing for pace. I'm going to go look back at speed again. Yeah, number 1. So under the angles, this is interesting because best speed he had nothing. I mean, he was number 1 for best speed. Get me? But up here in speeds, he's nothing. He had nothing for pace. But when we come over here, number 1 has pace. How crazy is that? No comments here. So, that I think is pretty screwy. Maybe he is worth a place bet. Anyway, let's go look at him on video, see what happened. And again, we're looking at the number 1 horse.
off and racing in the Wednesday opener. Solid start for this field of 6. Look Out Lambo has some speed out of the gate. He shows them the way by the finish line, and he is going to lead the way into the first turn. It is Look Out Lambo tucking in on the rail. Mississippi in between horses Relishment. Then it's Somebody in the 3-path, followed by What's to Blame and the gray Long Gray Line. He's your early trailer. Just about 6-7 lengths covers this field tip to tail as they make their way into the turn. Look Out Lambo in command by a length. Somebody's eager to move up. He's now just half a length off of Look Out Lambo in third. Mississippi followed by Relishment. What's to Blame? He's eager to move up a little bit closer as well, and nothing yet from Long Gray Line. The opening quarter 24-4 as they begin the run down the backstretch. Look Out Lambo has some pressure right to his outside from Somebody. Mississippi in third. Relishment on the outside. Long Gray Line. He's making a move now. He is rapidly moving up, coming up on his rivals. What's to Blame now shuffled back to last. Just about 4 lengths covered the field. Look Out Lambo still in command. Somebody being asked for a little bit more. He's being asked to pick up the pace to the outside. Long Gray Line trying to sustain that bid. Relishment back in 5th. In on the rail still Mississippi holding his position. Nothing yet from What's to Blame. Look Out Lambo. Sylvester Gonzalez has let him out a notch. He now has 2-3 comfortable lengths on his rivals. Relishment's in the clear. He's beginning to make up some ground. Long Gray Line after that bid. He is now back at the back, losing some momentum there at the top of the stretch. And the yellow blinkers. Look Out Lambo. Mississippi holding his position, trying to improve. Here comes Relishment with the bid. Somebody spinning his wheels. What's to Blame finally in gear, but they're going to have to get to Look Out Lambo. Look Out Lambo has a 16th left to go. He has led every step of the way, and he's going to lead all the way to the finish line. Look Out Lambo gets the win. Mississippi second, followed by Relishment and What's to Blame. Final time 1:45-4. Hold all tickets until race 1 is official.
So number 1 maintained the pace pretty much, and then had a little extra gas in the tank to finish out second. Here's another important thing. Sometimes I call it vibrational, whatever, but sometimes a horse's number that's the same as the race number can factor into things. Just look out for that, and you'll be kind of amazed with that, especially if you have a long shot. That's number 6 in the 6th race. It's one of those obscure things that happens. So if I'm questioning if I'm going to place a bet on a horse, sometimes it comes down to that consideration. You take a look, you figure it out for yourself, but it's one of those things that you can't bet it all the time, but if you need a little extra oomph to make you decide to back the horse, maybe that's all it takes. Race number 2, nothing. Race number 3, nothing. Race number 8. Alonzo Mosley, $24 show. Okay. Mile and 16th, so pace is going to play here. So let's go to program, basics. Okay, the horse was, true ranking is about 50-1, 12-1 morning line, and was made an overlay at 67-1. Sometimes deciding where you're going to go has to do with how does a morning line match up with what the true odds are and what the final odds are. Here we have about a 4 times difference, and here we have a 5 time distance or a difference. Up here on the number 5 horse, we have a 3 times difference, and really basically only a one-time difference. Let's go ahead and take a look at race information for number 8. He does have positive comment. We have 11-13, which is 26, so he doesn't make 50% rule. He does make the 50% for distance. However, I'm not going to bet him to win. But I mean, a $24 payoff for a show, that ain't bad stuff. Now it looks like, okay, some of his races, he had some what I call tweaking races, where they put him in at a kind of a sprint or mid-sprint race to get him ready for a route race. As we can see, the distance doesn't give him too much problem. So now we want to see, okay, where is this horse as far as his workouts. Okay, first workout of 4 furlongs, 49 seconds, not that great, but compared to the one before that, it was an improvement. But like I said, I want 40, for 4 furlongs, I want at least 48 seconds. So let's take a look, see if in his history, if he has anything that's outstanding. Doesn't look it. Okay. And he had ranked 8 out of 25. And I'm not really concerned with that because it wasn't a good workout. So let's go look at speed for this horse. The number 8, here the horse had best speed at number 1. Let's look at class. The horse has nothing for class. Let's look at pace. This is really where I'm going to be interested. Oh, and he has nothing for pace. Okay, let's look at the angles for this horse. So here, he has nothing for pace, class, or speed. So, as far as angles are concerned, I probably would have overlooked this horse, other than the fact that he was number 1 for speed. You know, let's go to results. Go back and look at race number 5. Let's look at race number 6. Race number 7. Oh, race number 7, okay. Number 4 horse. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, we're going to go back to this horse, because let's see what the horse actually did as far as the race. Again, we're looking at horse number 8.
And now they're all in. Off and racing. Bit of a slow start for More Than a Dance. The gray Sal and Louis broke on top, but company coming. Cole's Conundrum being sent to the lead, and Cole's Conundrum going to get it. Cole's Conundrum takes him by the finish line. It shows him the way towards the first turn. On the inside, Sal and Louis in between horses. Loose Goose with the big blaze. Then it's back to Alonzo Mosley. Had to check up on heels a little bit right to his outside brother. Showtime. Then it's Predominant. Stella's Tour. Batter up, but a little closer today. Followed by Omerta Code. And at the outside, More Than a Dance. Cole's Conundrum has the lead through an opening quarter, 25-2, as they make their way through the turn and head down the backstretch. Cole's Conundrum, Alonzo Mosley, now up to second in between horses. Loose Goose, the gray, Sal and Louis in fourth, followed by Brother Showtime. More Than a Dance, picking up some pieces. He's moved up closer to mid-pack. Then it's Predominant. Gap of 2 or 3 back to Batter Up, Bud, Omerta Code, and Stella's Tour. He does his running from the back, and he's beginning to move up a little bit closer to the half, 50-1. Cole's Conundrum has company. Alonzo Mosley moves up alongside of him. Those two noses apart. In between horses, Loose Goose beginning to get engaged. More Than a Dance also improving his position. Sal and Louis to the outside. Brother
Okay, stop the race.
Keep your eye on
The 8
Batter Up Bud.
wins.
He's been unleashed under Abner Adorno, and he's beginning to pick up some pieces. On the outside, Stella's Tour also making a bid. Predominant, and then at the back is Omerta Code. As they make their way through the turn, there's less than a quarter mile left to go. Cole's Conundrum has done the heavy lifting. The presence of Alonzo Mosley to his outside. Loose Goose trying to get in gear. Here comes Stella's Tour with the bid down the center of the track. He has some work to do. He and Batter Up Bud are both making up some ground. Cole's Conundrum hanging tough. He pins his ears and fights on gamely. Loose Goose swings to the outside for his bid. Omerta on the outside, Alonzo Mosley will not go away. Cole's Conundrum hanging tough. Loose Goose going to get him at the wire. Loose Goose, Cole's Conundrum, Alonzo Mosley, then Batter Up Bud up for fourth. Final time 1:48 and 1. Hold all tickets until race 4 is official.
So the 8 horse held his own pretty good. He had a couple of horses come with late pace, and that to put him third. But again, another horse that, when he gets sent off at 6-1 odds, next time out, if they place him right, could be some good money. Okay. Sorry, I had to back it up. Okay, here we are at 7th race, the number 4 horse, $53 win. True odds of 18-1, morning line was 12-1, went off at 25-1. Okay? Not my 15-1 horse that I like, but let's go look at him. Okay, he's got positive comments. He has run the distance before, but to no avail. He has raced at this track before. So let's go see what he's doing work-wise. Four furlongs, 50 seconds, not good. His last workout, he did improve upon, but again, those aren't good times as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if he can redeem himself. This is about as close as he gets, 1/100th off a perfect, what I'd call a perfect score. But his time was still ranked 8th out of 19 that did workouts that day, so nothing to shout about there. Okay, let's go look at, here we got a 7 furlong race. Those are one of those very questionable races. If you're going to find a long shot, you're going to find it there. So, as far as speed, nothing. Class, nothing. Pace, early pace, he's ranked 3rd. Let's go look at tips. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But here again, his early pace gives him number 1 ranking as far as top pace. So let's go see how this horse did in the race. Again, we're looking at the number 4 horse.
And now they're all in. Off and racing. Awkward beginning for Manahawk, and also breaking towards the back, Samurai Saint. Sunny Saint has speed out of the gate. There's a Storm Bruin keeping him company, but Sunny Saint quickest of all, and he's quickly opening up. Comfortable margin here as they go by the chute. Sunny Saint, there's Storm Bruin, Sopinar, and the red blinkers
Forrest
coming up
showing
to
his
challenge.
early pace.
Then it's Stay Hydrated to his outside, Strum and Pluck. Back to Mock Trial, followed by Healy's Hope in on the rail, Samurai Saint, and at the back is Manahawk in the opening quarter, 22-3. It is now Sapinar and the red blinkers. He has the lead in between horses. There's a Storm Bruin. Sunny Saint content to settle off lead. He's backing up a little bit now. Moving up quickly, Mock Trial, the veteran. He's now up to fourth in between horses. Stay Hydrated, Strum and Pluck, and Samurai Saint. Nothing yet from Healy's Hope. Way at the back, Manahawkin. The half 45-4 as they make their way around the turn. Saponara has the advantage. There's a Storm Bruin putting pressure to his outside. On the outside, Sunny Saint trying to re-engage. Mock Trial trying to sustain that bid. Coming up the rail, there is Healy's Hope. He's making a bid. At the top of the stretch, it is Saponara and Alicia Ruiz and the red blinkers in control. Mock Trial, the veteran, with the bid. Healy's Hope up the rail. On the outside, there's a Storm Bruin trying to pick up some pieces. Samurai Saint late. Saponara trying to hold off the closers. Mock Trial trying to grind him down. Healy's Hope, the favorite in second. Saponara in control. It is Saponara looking for the wire. Manahawkin with a late bid, but Saponara gets the win. Healy's Hope second. Mock Trial and Manahawkin fourth. Final time 1:26-1. Hold all tickets until race 7 is official.
You know, if I was a owner trainer, it would sure be great if I could look up data on all the horses that were in it in my race so that I knew exactly what type of race I could put my horse in to know that he was going to be in the money. And this is one of those cases where the horse apparently, even though his pace rankings, he didn't come in first, second, or third in the pace section, but he was ranked number 1 in the angle section for pace.
4, 2, 6, and 3. Number 4, Saponara with the upset. The 2, Healy's Hope second. 6, Mock Trial third, and the 3, Manahawkin fourth.